Good morning, good morning. How's it going, guys? Got one person waiting up in here. We'll give it a couple minutes to fill up. How's everybody's weekend going so far? We're of course rocking the Spyderco CF, Spyderco Sage 5 CF, carbon fiber scales. Yeah, I believe it's S20V steel. Whoops. Get a few things out here. Yeah. Zoe the cat, good morning. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Nick Martino, good morning, good morning. How's it going? Yeah, Nick, I haven't gotten to ship that package out yet. I meant to do it to get it to you by Christmas, but I ended up getting your address like a week later. But I'll get that out to you as soon as I can. Mrs. Bushcraft's been busy at work, so yeah, we got to make a trip to the post office around the holidays. So, but I'll get it out to you for sure, man. But good to see you. How you doing this morning? All right, yeah, Nick, I'm not overly worried about it. I just want to get it done, you know. Um, yeah, whenever. Yeah, yeah, I'm American. I'm not Russian anything. I'm not Russian. I'm American. Yeah. But anyhow, this one time at Skydive Camp, yeah, guys. But man, I ended up crashing out early last night. Yeah, I went to bed at like 8:30. I was up by 1. I'm like, come on. So yeah, I've been up since 1. But yeah, I appreciate you too, Nick. It is yeah. Always a pleasure, my man. I always enjoy our conversations. In fact, yeah, I got to get back to you on that text from Instagram as well. But yeah, it's interesting once you start picking some stitches and see how things go together. Yeah, there's an order in which things go together. Otherwise, you sew pockets shut, depending on the intricacy of the project and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I also if I have something I'm gonna junk, like yeah, if I've got a backpack or something, it's just it's not worth fixing. It's not worth having anymore. Then yeah, I'll take all the hardware off of it and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff you can reuse on that, especially if you're into building projects. Someday we'll get to building stuff. I was going through some kit over the weekend and whatnot, and I was like, wow, I'm like, it would be easier for me to build some of this stuff than to find it. But I think that the problem is with building, and by the time you do out your materials list, if you're not buying in any kind of bulk, it gets pretty expensive pretty quick. But hey, sometimes custom is worth it. Maybe I can get into doing some custom gear. That would be a good time. Kind of like I'm more into custom stuff. Like yeah, I want to do kydex. I have no interest in production kydex, but doing custom stuff, I'm definitely interested in. Yeah, and then some custom sewn stuff. I'd like to build some knife sheaths. I think I have a pretty solid grasp on a quality knife sheath as well. But oh yeah, yeah. If you think backpacks are complicated, man, harness container systems are whoosh, right up there, dude. Um, yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, and then you got to worry about actual structural integrity. Gotta love a bar tacker, or yeah, a good digital shape tacker or something like that. Mopad EDC, welcome to the chat, Trish. How are you this fine morning? I did catch most of your live last night. Mrs. Bushcraft stopped by as well. Um, Always a pleasure to see you. How you doing this fine? Yeah, it's a fine Sunday morning. I'm almost out of coffee though. Luckily, I've got some crack in a can put aside. But yeah, I've been up since like 1 a.m. Go figure, man. Genius at work. Yeah, not really. I was just doing odds and ends. So yeah, it's getting up there. Yeah, everybody say hello to everybody. And yeah, no clue what's going on for today. I don't know. I think I'm just I'm waiting on Christmas to come and go. Yeah, only a few days left. Um, count down the numbers too. I've got like 10,000. I need like 10,000 more views to hit 1 million views. That'll be outstanding. So yeah, I've been checking that at an unhealthy rate. Yeah, they're always like, oh, don't ponder on the analytics and stuff. Oh, it's just that one number I'm keeping track of. I don't know why. But yeah, hey, you never know how YouTube's gonna work out when you start doing it. And yeah, like yeah, a million of anything is good. So a million views is just awesome. The channel's getting up there. We're creeping our way up to 6,000 subscribers as well, which is awesome. I'm stoked about that. So thanks to everybody out there subscribing, watching the videos. And yeah, there's going to be a whole heck of a lot more to come. 2026 is gonna be a big thing. I've been working more on 2026, really getting the ball rolling for that. I know you got to focus on the here and now sometimes, but having a good plan is just as good. Oh, be nice to the cat. I'm always nice to the cat. It's the cat that harasses me. I'm the victim here. The cat is the yeah, the cat's the bad one. Rob's Knives, welcome to the chat. Good morning. How you doing? I want 1 million. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, $1 million. Man, I'm not even. Man, I don't think I want $1 million because you know you're gonna get a million phone calls from a million people going, "Hey, loan me a dollar." Um, but hey, I'd be happy, you know, a few grand here and there. Wouldn't hurt. Definitely help the gear status, man. I've got a lot to do. Um, but hey, it's all fun, right? Building a kit, and yeah, then we'll work on building it, field testing it, field proofing it. But yeah, we're gearing up for 2026. Should be exciting. Um, I know I'm excited about it. Mrs. Bushcraft's probably excited too because I'll be out more. Another thing I still EDC is the Exotac fire sleeve. Just holds a big lighter, waterproof, all that blah blah, bling bling, good stuff. Can't go wrong with that, right? What's everybody currently EDCing? I know some people like to change it up. Hey, maybe someday yeah, if I get $1 million, I'm gonna get a fancy knife for every day of the week. I'll get seven pocket knives, seven folders, and I'll have one for each day of the week, and that'll nothing too shiny though. I've never been into pretty knives. I like them. I like to look at them, but I don't. Yeah, I just don't carry something like that. All your family and friends start coming out of the woodwork. Yeah, that's how it is, man. Like when, yeah, even in my skydiving days, I think people think that skydivers make way more money than what they actually do. Um, yeah, I would get a lot of phone calls like, "Hey, man, can I borrow a few grand or something?" Usually I had the money. I used to live pretty inexpensive, but yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Like, yeah, I get a lot less phone calls now that I'm not in the jumping world. I've got my Spyderco Para 3 Olight something or other flashlight and a small cheap multi-tool. That's what Rob's carrying, yeah. Exotac stuff rules. I really enjoy. Yeah, Exotac stuff does rule. Um, I can't argue that none. I love their stuff. I'm just I'm not a fan of the lime green. I don't know, maybe I took that a little too personal. There's still some Exotac stuff I want to get. I want to get that X Reel. That's pretty cool. Along with the Grim survival coins that fit right in there. I'd like to test that little system out, see how it works, see how good the Grim stuff is. I talked to some of the lockpicking geeks, and some of them carry the Grim lockpicks, and they work. So, yeah, it might be worth checking out, going a little further into that. Yeah, I played the lottery. Need to check to see if I won. Well, Trish, don't tell us if you won. No, just tell me. I'm your best friend, Trish. Um, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to anybody. No, I take that back. There's a few people, if they won the lottery, I'd be like, hey, remember that loan that you never paid back? It'd be great if you could pay that back, but I wouldn't want anything that wasn't earned or owed. Yeah, it should pay a lot, man, but it doesn't. I think that's why a lot of skydivers kind of like we move away from mainstream stuff, like mainstream sports, football and baseball and stuff like that, because football player wearing all them safety pads and stuff like that, making tens of $1 million a year to, you know, kind of run up and down an enclosed safe field, and a little weird, all the little butt spankings that go on in the football too. But I digress. Um, yeah, they're making tens of millions of dollars and they're pretty well protected. Meanwhile, a top tier skydiver is making 150,000 a year, and then you're subcontracted, so you got to spend a portion of that to get into a good tax bracket, and then you got to pay taxes and self employment and travel fees and gear maintenance and gear upgrades and rotating through gear. Everything has a reasonable life expectancy as far as like you'll get on average, depending on the environment, like you'll get 10,000, I'm sorry, you'll get like 2,000 jumps out of a main parachute, plus or minus a couple hundred, depending on how things go. But yeah, and the current price, like a mid-range parachute, like a performance design Saber 3 is about $3,000. So, if you're doing 2,000 jumps a year, yeah, it's every other year or so I was replacing my parachutes. Now, I got a pro deal and stuff as a rigger, but like you're still spending like, I don't know, a decent jump rig is going to cost you like, I don't know, $5,000 to $8,000 complete, depending on what you get for bells and whistles and what level you're jumping at, like the standard parachute, like I said, is like 3 grand, but you get into some of the cross brace stuff, and now you're up to $4,000 or $5,000, and you get 2,000 jumps out of the parachute, you get 500 jumps out of the line set. So every 500 jumps, you're throwing $300 to $500 into a line set. I like what TCal is doing lately. A lot of cool looking stuff. Yeah, Rob, I haven't, man. I missed TCal last week. Yeah, I got to get caught up. Yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff over there. Good energy. I like it. I like everything at TCal except for, because, I tell the truth here, except for the 3 to 6 month wait thing. That kind of just, ooh, that doesn't sit well with me. But like if they've got it in stock and if I had the cash, I would definitely invest. They're making a great product. But FDTS, yeah, team. You want a Timu knife, dude? I'll hook you up, man. Email me your address and I'll send you a Timu knife. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays on behalf of me and everyone here. Um, Don Ray, good morning. How you doing? It is good to see you, sunshine. How goes the kindling project? Still hammering away at that, or? Yeah, I bet you that seems kind of. It's too early in the morning to be getting trolled. Um, I don't know. It's up in the air. Could be. I don't know. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now. But oh, Nick got him. Yeah, where's Oh, B&A must be sleeping in today. Yeah, and so it starts, and this is where it begins. Again, the trolls are back in town. Man, I don't know why I put this out here. I love this. This is my favorite knife set of 2025 for sure. Like, yeah, the Phobos Knives Tier 1 BC with the mini piggybacked. Man, I can't wait to. This is going to be one of my first Kydex projects. No, 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 no. I take that back. I'm lying. This is going to be one of my last Kydex projects because I don't know how the hell to do it really. I've seen the YouTube videos and stuff, but I've never actually done Kydex. So I think the plan would be to do a bunch of other ones and then kind of like get into this one. That way, you fine tune the skills a little bit. You learn a trick or two. Yeah, so this is gonna be yeah, it's the week leading up to Christmas coming, guys. Oh yeah, thanks, Rob. Yeah, this thing is beyond sweet. Yeah, everything about this, and this is just a big old chunk of Magna Cut. Like everybody loves Magna Cut, but in a full blade, fixed blade, full blade. Once more in Engledy. Wow, who's the dumbass this morning, guys? This guy, that's who. Once more in Engledy. Full tang Magna Cut. Yeah, full knife, right? Like as a pass. Is there a half knife? I don't think so. Maybe if you broke it or something. But yeah, the bow drill divot's a nice little bonus there. Goes through the full tang, so you're not just cooking scales. The ferrocium rod notch up here is just beyond sweet. Yeah, all around awesome knife. And then yeah, and then the piggyback knife. I've always done this. Some people are like, "Oh, you don't need the extra knife, whatever," you know. Um, but yeah, I digress. Yeah, for the meat and potatoes, steak and potatoes or whatever. Yeah, always have a good eating knife, whatever. But now I don't worry about it as much because I started using Wicked Wax. And yeah, that stuff's like 100% safe. So every once in a while, because you got to admit, like if you spray your knife down with some WD-40, wipe it down real good, it looks brand new, especially like a DLC coating or PVD or something. It looks absolutely beautiful. The problem is the WD-40 residue. If you just go ahead and tear into your next meal without a really thorough cleaning, yeah, make sure you bring plenty of shit tickets. Yeah, have some extra wet wipes and toilet papers because the WD-40 is going to run right through you. It's going to change your whole camping experience. Ask me how I know. Well, I have a friend of mine, and it's entirely his fault. But yeah, so we'll move this over. The other thing I'm going to do on the Kydex while I still on this subject, I'm going to upgrade my ferro rod. I like the Fire Rod XL like better than the regular one. Like the half-inch ferro rod. Yeah, that's what's going to go on the Kydex with this. No, Kevin, I don't make these knives. These knives are made by Phobos Knives. For operators by operators. Yeah, out of Tennessee. It's owned and operated by a retired disabled veteran, Eric Hansen. He was active duty for 22 years and served as an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. And he's got tons of outdoor experience on top of that 22 years. And he is the owner, the designer, the king of the bling, in my opinion. Yeah, he makes these knives. Awesome, awesome guy. Friend of mine, friend of the channel. Absolutely just next level dude. Yeah, yeah, I'm a sucker for a great heat treat. Oh yeah, speaking of little fanciness, this is one of the little trinkets Mrs. Bushcraft ordered me on accident for my birthday, man. Yeah, sharp knives matter. Very important. So yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft with the win again. She always gets me the coolest little things. She got me some other gloves, and I didn't know. Yeah, mechanics wear gator and stuff like that. Yeah, she got me some other stuff. Yeah, some organizer cubes for the backpacks and the bags, for when you're geeking out doing a loadout or something. Yeah, the half inchers are awesome because they are so thick. It'll last forever. Yeah. Yeah, they are yeah, the Exotech, the Fire Rod XL. That thing is the bomb. And yeah, we've lit hundreds of fires with this just on the channel. Um so yeah, the Exotech Fire Rod XL. It's got the 1-inch tape on it and everything. Aqua Donkey Prospecting, welcome to the channel. So many knives, it's almost easy to miss that beauty of a lamp. Yeah, the lamp. That's another Miss Bushcraft win. I think she's trying to take over the channel secretly, and I think her cat put her up to it. Um, yeah, she's been getting all the cool wins. Yeah, we got the yeah. Oh, a Christmas story lamp. It's a prestigious award from Italy. It's called Fragile. Absolutely love it, man. Trevor Thomas, you should have him on a live stream sometime. Would be cool. Yeah, Trevor, he's been in the live stream, like in the live chat. Um, but yeah, it's been quite a while since we've had him on. Yeah, I think at some point we're gonna do a collab type thing, or not a collab, but yeah, we'll invite him on the channel for a Q&A, stuff like that. It's most, I gotta like upgrade my equipment. We're getting there slowly but surely. I don't see what she has to do with this, but I digress. Yeah, I got the laptop thing now. Now I gotta figure out how to do it. Massive tech tard here. Don't really know what I'm doing with the technical stuff. I'm winging it for the most part. Jonathan Bailey. Yeah, yeah. We were just going over that. My favorite all around knife is this Tier One BC. Yeah, but then it's a close toss up between the Calcula. And for EDC, or on the pavement or off the pavement. On the pavement, man, I've been carrying my these Calculas a lot. Absolutely love them. But for off the pavement, yeah, if I were going camping, hunting, fishing, or diddly bopping around, it's most definitely the Tier One BC. It's 11 and a quarter overall, 5-inch cutting edge. It's got the bow drill divot, the ferrocium rod notch here, which we've done quite a bit. Man, it throws some sparks for sure. It's Magna Cut, so the edge retention is next level. Magna Cut bling level edge retention there. So yeah, that I think that would be man. Maybe we're going on my number one tools of the year or something. Yeah, I would love to hear the dude's story behind his knife and knife building careers. Yeah, yeah, he's got an awesome story, man. I've spent hours and hours, lots of hours, talking with Eric Hansen. He's got some awesome stories, man. He's a next level dude. And it's not all Green Beret stuff. He's also where I think one of the places where him and I really hit it off is he's an avid cyclist as well. And I love cycling. It's man, it's a major part of my life. Always has been, always will be. So yeah, we geeked out over some cycling, and yeah, the stories behind his knives and everything. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, it's nice and beefy, but it's not like a super knife. Um, yeah, it's the right amount of knife. Not too much, not too little. That kind of story. Yeah, I can't wait for it to warm up, so I have the option to like. Yeah, yeah, Rob's that's the best, man. That's why I like commuting so much. Geez, about 16, 17 years total. Yeah, I was in the Northeast typically for spring, summer, and fall, like late spring, summer, early fall. And then, yeah, and then Florida usually, probably like 15, yeah, like 16, 17 winters, down in Florida. I did go out to California once. Nice trip, but yeah, I'm all set. Only place in the world I ever went where the campgrounds had like coin operated showers. Like you had to bring a roll of quarters in there to wash your ass. I mean, to take a shower, here, wow, I'm gonna get in trouble again. Yeah, but and then yeah, I worked one winter out in Vegas at Skydive Las Vegas, where yeah, why gamble with your money when you can gamble with your life was our motto. Um, yeah, and then but mostly yeah, and then Texas one year, and then a whole bunch of years down in Florida. Yeah, man, and cycling like when I worked in the Keys, um, I made sure to work a good like 12 miles away, and I would bike to work every day. Like man, there's like yeah, cycling like 25, 35 miles a day in the Florida Keys is just, it's all flat. It's easy cruising. But the view is like second to none. Awesome, awesome views down there if you like the tropical environment. Yeah, that's awesome when you become actual friends with mate. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, the thing with Phobos Knives and Eric Hansen is I started talking to him back in 2019. And yeah, I kind of made friends with him years before. In fact, it was one of those. Yeah, I kind of called him and said, "Hey, buddy, how's it going? I'm doing a YouTube channel, man." Yeah, so like YouTube came like quite a few years afterwards. Um, yeah, yeah, like 4 or 5 years after I knew Eric is when I actually gave him a call about YouTube and stuff. But yeah, California's nice to look at, but I wouldn't really want to live there. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Even then, I'm like, I'm not sure how nice it is to look at anymore. Yeah, I live in a small California town up north. It's not bad at all. If anyone comes acting up, we swarm on them. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, yeah, there's good stuff everywhere you go, no matter what. Yeah, it just kind of threw me off guard. Different kind of, even the skydiving's different out there. Like, it's divided. Like, like West Coast, East Coast skydivers. We sound like a cult or a gang or something. But yeah, it breaks down to that. Their whole thing is different. Some of the manufacturers are out there in California, and that tends to be like West Coast. Like, yeah, what Bonehead Composites, they make, different types of helmets for skydiving. Mirage Concepts is out there. They're a harness container manufacturer. But all the really good stuff is made down in Florida, not lying. Yeah, Sunpath Products. They make the Javelin Odyssey. They are right down in Zephyr Hills, Florida. Tony Suits is there. We made wingsuits and stuff there, as well as different jumpsuits for free flying, RW relative work, things like that. Yeah, and then you go down to DeLand Performance Designs is in DeLand, Florida. They are the number one parachute maker in the world, hands down. Like PD is the yeah, they're the best parachutes in the world. In fact, did you guys see that dude? He had that premature reserve deployment and got hung up on the tail of the airplane. That looked to me like it was a PD Optimum reserve. But yeah, that sucked to be him. But these things happen, like he caught his handle on the climb out, and yeah, he's definitely going to do a few more handle checks and be a lot more situationally aware of where his handles are going, which is very important. Farm, what is that? Flamingo Phoenix? Cool stuff. Thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah, the redwoods out there are cool. I didn't get a chance to see the redwood forest or any of that. That in itself, yeah, that would be worth the trip. Yeah, who else we got going? Just making sure I'm caught up on the comments. Yeah, Thumper 35. Yeah, we love the lamp too. I'm just gonna start having Mrs. Bushcraft set things up. She does better at it than I do, I think. Yeah, they've got yeah. Saw a video of an airborne soldier about to jump, but he had his safety line wrapped around his neck. Yeah, that's not a safety line. Yeah, that's a static line. Yeah, that's not a safety line. That static line is attached to the airplane, and then whatever they're like 18 feet or whatever, depending on there's some variables there for the length, but it's actually attached to the harness container system and deploys the main parachute. Yeah, yeah. So it's a yeah, but static line, man, static line jumps suck. Um, yeah, that's kind of like glorified cargo. And that's, hey, that's how I started. I'm not downgrading anybody or anything like that. So before somebody says, don't be shitting on our airborne troops, man. No, that's where I started. But once you realize, it's like the difference between a hot dog and a steak, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, jumping static line round parachutes is like glorified cargo. You're highly at the mercy of the winds. You have very limited, if any, controllability or steerability. And you don't get the fun of free fall. And free fall is where it's at. But yeah, that's that's all good stuff. Yeah, I watch some of those videos. I try not to watch too many of them though. Like the comments will drive me insane. Like the number of jailhouse lawyers on skydiving or airborne activities is it's phenomenal. Like that, the number of people that know, but they've never made a single jump in their life. They've never been around the industry. Oh yeah, they drive me absolutely bonkers. In fact, Mrs. Bushcraft, I'll watch a couple, if you too many of those videos, and I'll just go on a rant like, "Rah, rah, rah." She has no clue what I'm talking about. But she just shakes and nods her head and be like, "Yeah, maybe you should watch some different videos. Stay off the skydiving stuff for a while, buddy." Um, Ryan Oxy, good morning. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? And, another day in paradise, right? Yeah. So how we doing? Yeah, we got the chat going. We got like 14 people up in here. We're having a good. What's everybody drinking this morning? I know a lot of people drinking the bean water. I'm almost done. I've been drinking coffee since 1 a.m. Gotta love it. In fact, I had to go in and whip up another pot real quick before Mrs. Bushcraft got up because she sets it on a timer. And yeah, if she gets her coffee first thing in the morning, or I'll eat a hot dog and a steak, but I prefer the steak. Yeah, yeah. Pre-workout for my lift, man. Some of that stuff is crazy, Rob. The pre-workout, wow, that's like typically you need to get a rush like that. You need to be down in Miami. Yeah, man, I've tried some of those pre-workouts. Wow, you better have like a couple hours on your hand with nothing to do other than like running. Like you're gonna run around the block and lift heavy things, and yeah, pre-workout's a trip. Like I thought it was gonna be no big deal. I've drank like Red Bulls and some the red line drinks. Even those things are crazy. But a lot of Monster drinks, man. Monster drinks is my go-to. But yeah, pre-workout is like Monster drink on gear. Crazy stuff. Um, oh, Nick Martino, influencer boxing. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go in and fight Tyson. Um, yeah, some of the weaker stuff. I've had some experiences. Yeah, like what kind of experiences? Like, did your heart jump out of your chest? You had to push it back in. Some of that stuff is priceless. But yeah, yeah, influencer boxing. Jake Paul got like he broke his jaw. Like whoever that guy TJ whatever his name is, he broke Jake Paul's jaw. Like they even showed the X-ray of it, like broken. Normally, hey man, they're professionals, man, and they should be totally open to critique. But God, I love that. It was great. Yeah, Jake Paul. I really think Tyson should have whooped him. I know he had to do it for the check or something. It had to be about the money. But I thought for sure Tyson was going to lay him out. So this guy went and broke his jaw. I'm like so happy. Um, yeah, sometimes my skin gets itchy. Yeah, I've heard about that, Rob. The skin getting itchy from the pre-workout. Completely true. Ooh, Don Ray's doing it. Yeah, a cold coffee in a mason jar. You can't go wrong with that. Maybe a little whiskey in that cold coffee. That's the only way you're gonna make that better. But yeah, Jake did need that, man. He needed a solid. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy over whether his fights were rigged and blah blah blah, and it's all about the money. And yeah, he talked a whole lot of smack before that game, and then kapowie, dude. And then what? Every time I don't know. I think he was looking for mercy because he ended up on his knees, like hugging the dude's hips. Like, come on. Oh, I don't think it gets more humiliating than that. And then having your jaw broken at the same time. Um, yeah, it broke twice. Yeah, it was broken in two spots, which is absolutely, yeah, that's priceless. Anybody else? I think I enjoyed that one a little too much. But those are some of my favorite videos. The instant karma, like that's what you get for acting the fool. Yeah, he only threw like two punches, and they probably he didn't do anything. It was it was a cardio workout. He spent like the whole time running away from the dude, and a lot of talk about the ring was a little larger than normal. The boxing ring was just a bit bigger. Um, yeah, 48 landed punches to Jake 16. But yeah, those were like 48 power punches that probably landed versus, Jake 16 that were landed. What were those, jabs or something? They didn't do any damage. Yeah, that dude totally tooled on him. Absolutely love that. Yeah, he did. He got a solid beat down. Yeah, the instant replays, I saw at least a half a dozen shorts on it. And they were all the same thing, like Jake Paul just getting... Yeah, I think he's gonna... Maybe he'll learn a little bit of humility. Maybe he'll finally learn to be a little bit humble. But the amount of smack that man talked, yeah, he had that one coming to him, without a doubt. We actually got some stuff going on here. Maybe I'll take this sheath out of the way. We'll bling this out a little bit more, huh? Are you down with OCD? Yeah, you know me. Yeah, Jake's just not a boxer. Yeah, he's been famous since he was 17. He'll never get any humility. Yeah, I'm so glad I never fell into any of that, you know. I think, you know, when everybody's younger, who doesn't want to be like rich and famous and well known? But then as you get older and you realize all the rich and famous and well known people are they're really not all that likable. Very few are. I mean, like, yeah, how many can you? Keanu Reeves, right? I mean, everybody can like that guy, but how many Keanu Reeves are there out in Hollywood? How many? Yeah, how many boxers or whatever? How many fighters don't go crazy insane? Um, I do give him credit for getting in the ring with the guy more than I would go. Yeah, more than I would do. Bottom left one. Oh, this right here. This is an Exotech Fire Rod XL. Is that what you're talking about? Bottom left. That's bottom left as I can figure. Sorry. Yeah, he ate humble pie with a straw. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll. Yeah. This is Exotech Fire Rod XL. It's a half-inch ferrocium rod. The number one cool thing that I liked about this, one of the huge selling points for me, was the fact that you could take the ferro rod out. So you weren't throwing away the fancy handle that somebody spent 2 hours making or whatever. You can replace the fire rod. It has like something like 18 inches of 1 inch tape on there. You can switch it out with whatever you want. And it's got a capsule in the back here. Who doesn't like a waterproof capsule thing? It holds 4 of their Tinder tabs or similar. You can put whatever you want in here as well. I thought about filling it with like magnesium shavings or something like that. That might be kind of cool. But I was worried it might mess with the threads or something. So yeah, awesome fire rod. And in my opinion, they're worth the investment. I might even get another one down the road. Which one would I use for a possum? Like, what am I doing? I don't. I might use the lighter to cook it. I don't know what stage of the possum are we at. Um, yeah, they always seem to be so different when the camera isn't on. Yeah, cyanide hiding spot. Yeah, I have Foreman. He stayed at the hotel I managed. He had show dogs competing at Purina Farms. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, George Foreman. Um, Yeah, I met Chuck Liddell in Boulder City, Nevada, years and years ago. I was actually when I worked at Skydive Las Vegas. A lot of people that are famous that don't want to deal with the Las Vegas type scene, they'll scoot over to Boulder City and hang out there, and people just kind of leave them alone. But yeah, he had known some of the other people I worked with, and yeah, we were in Boulder City, Nevada, and yeah, had a couple drinks with Chuck Liddell, and that was pretty interesting. Yeah, he was on the level, straight up, real nice guy. You know, well, not cocky, not arrogant. Yeah, Chuck Liddell. Yeah, he's up there with Keanu Reeves, is to the best of my knowledge. Is the small one in the top left the same? Um, Baby, I'm from Manhattan. Tell me what just happened. Yeah. I yeah, it's definitely not the same at the top left. Yeah, I think might want to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I've always heard that about George Foreman too. Yeah, Trish. Yeah, he's real nice. Um, yeah, Chuck Liddell, the Iceman. Yeah, he was a beast, man. Yeah, he was an absolute beast in the. Yeah, Cannon. Good morning, brother. Welcome, Semper Fi from an Army guy. How are you doing this fine morning, brother? We Dude, of course, we got your red crayons on the side here. Behaving, you can have them after the live. And that's Mrs. Bushcraft hooked us up with these too. I swear the cat's making her try to take over the channel. Mrs. Bushcraft brings in all the cool, like I just bring in some knives and stuff like that. She brings in a lamp and some crayons and wins all the votes. Um, well, baby, that is a tiny flashlight. Yeah, this is a a Streamlight ProTac flashlight. Um, it does the cool stuff, but it doesn't really. Yeah, it's a great little EDC light. Yeah, Kino is a national treasure that needs to be protected at all costs. Yeah, yeah, man, that dude's had a rough life too. If you look into the history of Keanu Reeves, yeah, he's had an interesting life, man. He's had to overcome a lot of obstacles, and for him to be as like he's a cool dude. Yeah, he'll legitimately sit down, have lunch with a homeless person on the side of the road, like yeah, there's no yeah, Keanu Reeves, he's one hell of a guy. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft for the win again. He's lost a ton. I don't know who you're talking about, Ryan. Oh, Chuck Liddell lost. Yeah, I think in the end, yeah, you can only be at your prime so much for so long. If you're performing at the high end of anything, yeah, there comes a time where it's just, man, your reaction. It's just part of getting older. Your reaction time slows down. Your flexibility, your stamina, it all kind of decreases over time. In fact, yeah, I know some skydivers. They probably should have retired a few years earlier, but hey, man, everything was going well. Um, just picked up a Swedish cook set, morning dawn. Oh, yeah, that's yeah, Swedish cooks. I'm not exactly sure on that one. There's a lot of good cook sets out there. From the USGI one. I think every country has their own little cook set, and I like the British one. The British cook set's pretty cool. Their canteen setup, canteen cup, and all that. I'm going to use that. Yeah, the man has endured some serious stuff. Yeah, yeah, he definitely has, man. I couldn't imagine getting punched in the head that many times. That's gotta. It doesn't. I mean, it's a well-known fact now that there's all kinds of stuff that goes on. Even football players suffer from that. Yeah, they bumped heads a few too many times, and yeah, it has a long-term effect. They were doing studies on skydivers. Um, I don't know, maybe I'm dumber than I used to be. But going up to like 14, 15,000 feet, a dozen or more times in a day, the pressure changes of rapidly, like climbing up there in 18 to 20 minutes and then descending back down in, a minute or so. The pressure changes and everything. The problem is the skydiving isn't done as much as other stuff, so it's hard for them to do studies on it, and they're trying to figure out the long term effects, and so it's hard to find skydivers that have been skydiving for a long time. Yeah, the average jumper they hang out for 2 to 3 years, and then something happens and they're done. So yeah, Rob said hello as well. Yeah, I see John McPhee's show on one Joe Rogan, as well as a punch knife. I thought they looked all right. Yeah, I think the thing with the punch knives is it's kind of like a self defense, questionably offensive weapon, and it's really limited in its uses. I mean, I'm sure you could feather stick with one, but I just don't have the interest. Um, yeah, they're also studying concussion blasts from door breaches for the military. Yeah, yeah, the concussion blasts. Yeah, that'll mess with you too. Yeah, all that stuff messes with you. It's anything that's extremely unnatural going on. Concussion blasts. Falling 15,000 feet. Yeah, all that stuff is gonna mess with you. You're getting punched in the head a couple hundred times. Bumping heads in football. But yeah, okay. Solid Snake said hi. Yeah, which is worse to operate in, the sky or the water? Man, I don't know. I think that's man. I think they're even. Like, cause yeah, the water you got to worry about drowning, and the sky you got to worry about crashing. Yeah, we've seen submarines aren't always good. That's I don't. You put me in a big tin can and let's see how deep we can go. I'm gonna pass on that one. Yeah, I think submarines are right up there with cave diving. Just that's a special kind of crazy. Oh, B&A, good morning, brother. Gotta make the bean water. He'll be right back. This is late for B&A, man. I hope everything's. I'm sure he's doing fine. Um, Jack Carr. I don't know who Jack Carr is. Who is that? Yeah, CTE is not a joke. It must suck to have PTSD and CTE. Yeah, that would. Yeah, that's a headbanger. Yeah, yeah. Operations on the water suck. Um, yeah, and then you got salt water, man. Salt water's a different game. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on it. I think, yeah. I mean, I've done scuba diving and stuff, but I actually enjoyed going freshwater diving better than saltwater diving because, yeah, after a freshwater dive, you just kind of put your gear away. After a saltwater dive, you got to rinse and wash everything out, and it's quite the nuisance. Yeah, and then yeah, from a military's perspective, yeah, man, the Marines know best. They're used to sand in their boots and salt water, all that good stuff. Oh, he's an army podcast guy. Yeah, I don't know who he is. Yeah, sorry, man. Do you think high G? Yeah, I think high G forces has an effect on stuff as well. Yeah, and like I said, anything unnaturally pushing your brain around is, or like unnaturally happening to your body. That's got to have. It's not good. Um, yeah, yeah, Nick. Those people that go in those tiny caves. Yeah, hell no, man. I'll jump out of airplanes all day, but there's just a certain level of stupid that I stop at. Like I'm down with like rock climbing and base jumping and doing some long distance cycling. Like I love the adventure racing stuff and everything. But yeah, cave diving is just a no no. Um, Bungee jumping is another one. Don't ever go bungee jumping, man. It's unregulated. There's no like organization figuring out how to keep it safe. Just anybody with a credit card can start a bungee jumping business. Um, oh, he wrote the terminal list. Oh, the dude that go into those little caves are a different breed. Yeah, yeah, they are. That it's a special kind of breed, and yeah, the number of fatalities and stuff. I don't know what the whole numbers are, but when I was doing my paddy diving certifications, um, yeah, the rating for that is oh, what do they call it? It's like overhead diving certification. Man, you start in like a ship, like it's a course. Even if you're going to go into like a sunken ship or something, it's a course you shouldn't have to take um, to like do that safely. And I was even like, they'll do it in New Hampshire under the ice. They'll go to a lake and go diving with the ice. And even with that, I'm like, hell no, like that's just not kosher. But Northern Girl Hobbies, good morning, good morning. Hello, how are you doing? It is good to see you. I caught one of your community posts, so I hope everything's going well for you. Yeah, I didn't catch the entirety of what's going on, but yeah, I hope everything's going well for you. I'm not trying on a giant elastic band on my feet jumping off a bridge. Yeah, yeah, I'll be the guy. Yeah, I'll be the guy that stays back at camp and gets dinner ready. Yeah, you'll never catch me in a tiny cave. Yeah, there's some things that, well, like I said, I've done a lot of stupid things, but man, then it just gets to a point where you're like, okay, that's even a whole new level of stupid for me. Yeah, yeah, and the bungee jumping thing, like I said, in fact, the French company Petzl back in the day, there were so many bungee jumps accidents happening. Well, Petzl for a while was marketing some of their carabiners and stuff like that to use with bungee jumping. But bungee jumping got so dangerous, they put out a thing like they were buying back all their gear. They didn't want their name on it. So if you had any Petzl gear, they were offering like a full refund. Ship it to us, ship it back to us. And yeah, they didn't want their stuff used for bungee jumping at all. Not that I blame them, but yeah, that's some pretty wild stuff. Yeah, bungee jumping is just, yeah, it's a sick thing to do. I don't know. I'll base jump. I don't care. I know how all that's made. And yeah, I pack my own parachute, so I understand the gamble. Um, but yeah, that unregulated stuff, I won't do that. I don't even like roller coasters and stuff anymore. Most of them are kind of lame anyhow, but oh, yeah, parasailing. I've done some parasailing. Yeah, I had my own little creation with parasailing called Dope on a Rope. I built a cutaway system to go on the parasail. So, as long as you get it up, 300, 400 feet, you could pull a handle, kind of like on a jump rig, and you could cut away from the parasail. But you wear a base rig, and as soon as you cut away, you got to like flip over and deploy your base rig. And then they kill the engine on the boat, and then the plan was to fly and land in the boat, but it didn't go as planned. Um, Everything went great right up until the landing of the boat, and I came up short and I slammed into the side of the boat. Yeah, I won't do that one again. Well, I'll do it again, but I'll do it differently. So, yeah, that is the Leatherman Wave Plus there. Yeah, good morning, B&A. Welcome back. How's the bean water, brother? Yeah, the legendary Leatherman Wave Plus here. I got this about a little over a month ago. And yeah, this is now my EDC multi-tool. And I also have the Leatherman Surge, but that went into that's in my chest rig. So yeah, the Leatherman Surge is by far like the most, yeah, it's the bling. Definitely the king for a lot of reasons. But yeah, that's in my off the pavement gear, and the Leatherman Wave Pluses and my EDC gear. Yeah, turbo. Yeah, definitely. In fact, we got this one. I don't once again Miss Bushcraft to the rescue. Somehow she pulled it out of Bass Pro Shops for like 88 bucks. Um, yeah, instead of I know like the MSRP on it's like 120, but I don't know what she I don't know, she clipped a coupon or did something. I don't know what she does. But yeah, she got this one like a month ago or so from um yeah, Bass Pro Shops for 88 bucks. The channel paid for it, but yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft, she found the deal. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I think as far as I want to go is I'll gladly do whitewater rafting. That's fun, a lot of fun. But bungee jumping, yeah, yeah, Nick, man, up in your neck of the woods, you got to go up to the Black River there, up in Watertown. And yeah, they've got a really professional rafting setup. All their guides are certified. Yeah, they're really on top of it. Like the awesome place to go whitewater rafting, or if you whitewater kayak, it's a great place to go. But yeah, what else did we have going on? We still have some of these patches. If anybody didn't get any, yeah, we're still selling these. The Troll Hunting Club patches, F around and find out division, along with the Troll Sniper tab, and these are 20 bucks, and that includes shipping. So you get both for 20 bucks, and we ship it. And yeah, it's a deal. Yeah, I'd totally do the whitewater rafting, Nick, in the summer. I'll be listening some morning chores to do. Yes, awesome. Yeah, I got some chores to do after the live. But yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Northern Girls Hobbies. And yeah, hopefully 2026 is a banger for you. Who did I miss? Yeah, Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. Mick, how you doing? Or is it Kaz? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome Christmas this year. From everything I've seen, like Black Friday, the Walmarts were empty, the Targets were empty, people aren't buying stuff. UPS drivers and FedEx drivers were finishing at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, people are buying less stuff. Um, but people are still excited about Christmas, about spending some quality time with family and with friends. And that's the way it should be, without a doubt. I think that one good thing about a shite economy is it kind of puts things back into perspective for what really matters. Um, that's okay. It's Mick. Awesome, man. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing really good, man. And yeah, that's yeah, England. Gotta love England. I still love England. I really do. But yeah, Mick is from England, and he's got an awesome channel out there. Lots of great bushcraft stuff. Lots of good kit. Yeah, he's got some banger stuff. Great conversation, great perspective on there. He goes live. He's live today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about like 8 p.m. their time, like 2000 hours or so. Hey, family, yeah, man. Sometimes family can suck. I'm not gonna lie. Some not there's still people, and there can be people that suck in every crowd, and that includes family. But it all depends on the relationship, I guess. Um, yeah, Ben, we used to go every year up there with our Boy Scout group. We'd spend a week up there on the Black River and the Snake River. Yeah, that's cool, Nick. Yeah, there's some good adventures up there, some good terrain. But yeah, like I said, the whitewater rafting outfitters up there, the ones that we dealt with, and I went there a few years in a row. I was working at Finger Lake Skydivers, and that was an annual trip for the staff and all the regular fun jumpers. Is yeah, we'd go up there water rafting for the day. It was awesome. It was such a good time. Yeah, especially when you're with all your skydiving buddies doing some whitewater rafting. Yeah, man, and good times were had by all. I should have put some whiskey into this. I would drink to that. Um, but yeah, Cannon must have the crazy aunt that's like, do this, do that. I think everybody's got a crazy aunt around Christmas time that has you running errands, and it's been so long since I've seen you, and you kind of want to say, well, that's not on accident, but you can't say that because you got to be polite to family and stuff, right? So, ooh, those little white lies. um, yeah, my family is mostly normal. Hey, Rob, if your family is mostly normal, maybe you're the screwed up one. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there, food for thought. I thought most of my family was normal. I'm just the screwed up one. Uh, yeah. Yeah, B&A had a family party and he survived it yesterday. Yeah, I remember I caught you on IG real quick and you were like, yeah, I got a Christmas party. And I'm like, I'm not sure how that's coming across. Like, yay, I got a Christmas party, or oh my God, I got a Christmas party. How am I going to cope with this? Yeah, some of those parties are like that. They're like, I gotta go. It's the polite thing to do, but damn, um, I'm definitely the weirdo in my family. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm definitely the weirdo. Like all my family, they're pretty level people. Yeah, my sister does some stuff with computers. Not too sure about all of that. Professional job and all, engineering something. I don't know. Her husband does the same kind of crap. I know nothing about it. But yeah, they all have normal stuff. My father made a living in the automotive industry. My mother in pharmaceuticals. But yeah, they all do normal stuff too. Like for them, like, a game is lawn darts. For me, it's base jumping. Um, but I've taken them out. I brought my sister rock climbing a couple times. Brought my little brother rock climbing. I offered to take them skydiving, and they're like, "Hell no, no." I'm like, "But it's free. You don't have like, I'll take you. You don't have to pay anything. It's what I do." And they're like, "No, it's not happening." Yeah, none of my family has really jumped out of airplanes. Um, Pam's oldest daughter, she went on and did a tandem. But yeah. Yeah, my oldest daughter, she's into rock climbing and paddle boarding and stuff like that. So she's pretty normal. Um, yeah, I'm the youngest brother of six kids, definitely the weirdo. That is a fun drinking game, yeah. I have an old set of lawn darts from before they made them safe. Yeah, lawn darts before they were safe. Like that's a game, right? Who came up with that? And they're literally oh, what's the name of it? It's built off of an old Roman weapon. It's like lawn darts were like used in combat, and then somehow like it got turned into a game. I have no clue how that happened. It just happened that way. What is it called, a plumette or something? I forget the name of it. But yeah, lawn darts is like some ancient Roman weapon. Brought to you by Whammo. Yeah, I purposely avoid. Yeah, I do, man. Like I avoid computers too. I suck at it. it's a negative contributing factor to the success of my channel, though. I gotta like somehow go to some computer geek thing or something and become one with the box because yeah, man, I've been messing around with the editing again, and I end up chopping it down and chopping it down, and then by the time I like, then it just doesn't make sense, and then oh, where'd this little piece go, or this piece is in the wrong spot, and yeah, I don't know. I gotta do better on that. That's gonna be a New Year's resolution. Mrs. Bushcraft is in the house. Hey, everybody, say hello. She's it's her channel now. She does all the cool stuff. Uh, yeah, yeah, honey. How's work going? Yeah, they've been talking you up all morning. Yeah, Trish as well. Yeah, we talked about the deal you got on the Leatherman Wave Plus at Bass Pro Shops. Like they're $120, but you got it for like 88. And then the light, of course, the light. Um, yeah, see, Mikey Pipe. Yeah, that's yeah, we love the lamp too. It is a prestigious award. It is outstanding. A little bit of memorabilia there, a little nostalgia for the older crowd. But yeah, Christmas Story, a prestigious award from Italy. The award Fragile. And man, and good times were had by all. Um, yeah, hey, has anybody messaged Chaos? How's his peepers? Oh, Rob, yeah. Man, I talked to him the other night. Yeah, everything went really well with the surgeries and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think it's somewhere around 10 days, and he'll be back to more functioning. But yeah, he had his sister dial the phone and gave me a call. Actually, when he like a few hours after he got home from it. But yeah, everything went great for him. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna heal up great. I know he was a little uncomfortable with it, but I guess the stitches in the eyeball were actually like it would rub on his eyelid or something. He said that was crazy. But yeah, all in all, yeah, Chaos Theory, he's doing fine. Um, I do offer him a little bit of pity though because he's going to go from half blind to looking at all of us ugly people. So maybe the world is not going to be the same place when once his eyes heal up. But yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, stitches in the eye. No thanks. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. Yeah, stitches on the eyeball go in the category with cave diving. Like, yeah, hopefully something I don't have to do. Imagining a scalpel coming towards the eyeball. Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. There's no good thought about that. Man, more power to, like, you'd have to knock me out. Like, they'd have to bring in an anesthesiologist and just put me to sleep and wake me up when you're done kind of thing. Um, yeah, that's where they would have to go with that. I don't, yeah, I'm not down with sticking things in the eyeball. Um, Yeah, I think any kind of surgery is scary. I had a friend many years ago. He went to the dentist for some simple stuff, and he wasn't a big fan of it. So they brought in an anesthesiologist to put him under, and that was it. He never woke up. Um, yeah, he went for something simple like a filling, a root canal and a filling or something, and yeah, they put the gas on him and came back, and that was the end of him. So yeah, even the simplest little thing can go wrong. Um, yeah, yeah. Years ago, I got PRK laser eye surgery. Not fun. Yeah, I know he had one eye got laser surgery, and the other one got some other stuff. Um, yeah, it is not. Yeah, yeah, it would be a way to make an Adam Sandler movie go away. Yeah, some Adam Sandler movies they've been horrible. Oh, what is it? I wasn't, man, Happy Gilmore too, not a fan. That Punch Drunk Love, not a fan. If you really want to see the worst of all Adam Sandler's movie, it's way back in the day when he was first getting started. I'm pretty sure he was doing Saturday Night Live, but the movie is called Going Overboard, And man, it is absolute shite. Like it's like gross overacting. Like there's nothing entertaining about it. Yeah, it would be a way to make an Adams. Yeah, I have a horror story from something that happened to me years ago, working on my exhaust on my truck, grinding without glasses. Yeah, my eyes hurt already thinking about that. Did you? Yeah, I'll spare the details, but it wasn't pretty. Yeah, that's. Yeah, we appreciate that, Nick. Yeah, that sounds like it's an absolute suckfest. Yeah, I can't even. I tried jumping without goggles or sunglasses or something, some type of wind block, and man, I can't do it. There's only one guy I know that like really jumps a lot. He never wears goggles. He jumps up at VSC, the Vermont Skydiving Center. Yeah, he's the only one I know that like comfortably does it. I can't do it. It's weird. Yeah, I got smashed in the mouth while machining in the emergency room. Put a bracket, had to take it out. I'll be having that taken out right. Being eye surgery, the sound of them scraping my gums was horrific. Yeah, yeah, all that stuff, man. Anything like yeah, when you got to get medical stuff, yeah, it sucks. I've had mostly emergency stuff done. Yeah, it just sucks. Yeah, you jump out of airplanes long enough, you're gonna you earn some time on crutches. I've got like 54 weeks of my life on crutches, gimping around, you know. Um, yeah, that's because some movies don't and shouldn't have a second made. Yeah, Happy Gilmore being one of them. Yeah, that's I agree. Yeah, some movies should be just left alone, and the time gap between it all and all that. Geez, yeah, I'm not really even sure on Adam Sandler movies anymore. I think I've watched them all. Um, yeah, it's yeah, Joe Dirt being another. Yeah, Joe Dirt. Yeah, the first one. Or some movies should be left as a trilogy, like they were originally meant, like Star Wars. Like Star Wars was awesome, but Disney has totally ruined that. Like, yeah, they should have just left it with the original trilogy and the following trilogies and all the crap they're doing to try to nickel and dime everybody. Just mass produced trash. Yeah, everything is a remake of or a reboot. I want something new. Yeah. El Cartel. Hey, thanks, man. We appreciate it. Yeah, these are Phobos knives. Guy out of Tennessee. For operators by operators. That's the tier one BC here on the right, and the Calcula. Yeah, they thought the trilogy when I was a kid was the worst. Disney said, "Hold my beer." Yeah, there's yeah, Disney. Man, sometimes I think that's just intentional. It's part of the divide and conquer plan. Like they take everything worth something and just absolutely destroy it. And yeah, a lot of movies are remakes. Like yeah, they made a movie in the 50s or 60s or 70s, and they've remade it like two or three times over. Yeah, like reboots and stuff. Yeah, prequels, sequels, all the quills. Yeah, like just come out with something original, new, and something that doesn't suck. But I'll tell you where they did get a movie. Wow, like we just talked about, Happy Gilmore, and there was a massive amount of years between the part two. But the one movie they got that right, was Top Gun. Right, Top Gun was, dude. Yeah. If you're an aviation geek, then Top Gun is just part of your staple studies. Um, but Top Gun Maverick, the second movie, they actually got that one spot on. Like that was actually good, and there was no woke trash in it. There was, um, yeah, Hollywood died as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you're right, BNA. Yeah, they do it. It's all trash now. A lot. It's always been a lot of trash. But yeah, that's why I started watching YouTube. At least YouTube was real people. I mean, some of them are faking it, but hey, that's life, right? We've all had that girlfriend. Um, so yeah, but oh yeah. See, I'm a troll and I see knives and I'm rethinking twice. But hey, man, we like our trolls here, man. Yeah, if people get out of hand, we just boot them. But yeah, trolls need some love too. I think that's the thing with trolls; they just need a little loving. And hey, yeah, anybody who's um, I guess it's a lot of decent people here. Nobody's really trying to do anything. All new movies feel lazy. Yeah, I watched World Breakers, I think is the name of the movie. It just came out. It's like a 2025 release, and it absolutely sucked. Like I'm like, I'll never get that hour and a half of my life back. I just wasted it. Like it's like this is just like a remake of some other movie with some crazy aliens with some wannabe zombie type things and some, girl power super boss bitch thing going on, which I've just had it with those movies. Like, if I see another 100-pound chick taking out, like, 10, 200-pound, ninjas, I'm just going to lose it. Yeah, totally. That stuff's so played out. Yeah, Tom Cruise is a brave guy with all the stunts he does himself. I don't know, Hanson. That just doesn't impress me. Like I think they should all be doing their own stunts, and I think I think my final straw with Tom Cruise, which he's okay, I guess, actor, whatever. But yeah, he came across like he invented that stunt. Like I'm gonna take a motorcycle and jump it off a ramp and deploy a base parachute. Dude, it's been done like 1,000 times before him. They didn't create that stunt. Like stupid skydivers, stupid base jumpers have been doing that for a couple decades. But no credit went to the people that pioneered that stuff. And as far as skydiving goes, I'll tell you firsthand, I've seen Tom Cruise skydive, and he sucks. He's like barely off his student status, overcoached. Money can buy him anything but skills. Yeah, he's a second rate skydiver, third, fourth rate skydiver. Um, all right, fellas, I gotta go to work. Be safe. All right, Rob, thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, only pros should really handle knives like that. I'm a pro, so I can handle them. But seriously, don't act like these are just toys. Oh no, no, they're not. They're not toys. They're tools, and they get used accordingly. And I don't know about only professionals can use them. Amateurs can be, pretty avid at anything. But yeah, yeah. Also, Mister BCR, don't forget to put your. Oh yeah, yeah. Turn my phone volume back on. App. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Rob. I do forget to do that often. Then I'm like, I think it's a quiet. Mondays and Tuesdays are always crazy quiet. It's usually because I forgot to turn the ringer back on my phone, and and then I got to play catch up. Yeah, well, one week I went to like Thursday. I'm like, wow, my phone hasn't rung all week. Like, it's not a problem. I don't mind. Um, yeah, I started watching the second season of the Terminalist, Dark Wolf. It's really good. I'll have to check that one out, Nick. I think I've seen previews for that. Not entirely sure though. But wow, I'm a decent person. Can it? Yeah, I mean, as far as the Jarhead clan goes, man, yeah, you're a decent person. Yeah, man, you're a good guy. We like you, man. Morally and ethically, you're sound. You just might, be rocking that extra chromosome every once in a while, but it's all good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mick has got a very valid point. Yeah, every professional was once an amateur. Yeah, very true. Yeah, we all start at ground zero. That used to be something I used to teach to young jumpers. They would want to get up there and do all the crazy stuff, and because they who doesn't want to kind of like move up the pecking order in whatever little society you're in. But yeah, you just got to remind them. Yeah, everybody made their first jump at some point. Like, um, yeah, it just yeah, everybody went camping for the first time, and there's a first time for everything, and it's just how the world works. Yeah, it's definitely not the same as it used to be. As it being a yeah, totally lost interest in professional sports and all. Yeah, yeah, professional sport. I've never had much of an interest in professional sports or Hollywood. Although, which is stupid because I made a living as a professional skydiver. But that's more what we call it an activity, not a sport. No, it's a sport. Um, but yeah, it's all seemed fake to me. It really did, or like over glorified. Like I don't glorify actors. I don't glorify professional athletes. And most of them are kind of weak in my opinion. But Adam Hayes, good morning, channel member. Welcome to the chat. How you doing this morning? Welcome, welcome, brother. It is always good to see you. Yeah, sports betting definitely did. Yeah, and then yeah, you got some of the athletes that are in on it, And then you got some of the referees that are in on it. Yeah, I just saw some stuff on that a couple months ago with how fake the NFL is, and I hope nobody's gets upset. But yeah, there's a bunch of fake stuff going on with the NFL, like refs controlling the game, and it's even reached the point where like a lot of college football is doing the same thing. They kind of followed suit. So yeah, a lot of people unhappy about that. Haywood Pittman, yeah, USMC, Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. We absolutely love those guys. And for those new to the channel and stuff, yeah, I come from a military family, and it gets so deep. Yeah, even my grandmother was in the Marine Corps. My grandmother served in the USMC during World War II, and so yeah, I've got uncles that were in the Marines as well. My older brother. So yeah, there's yeah, we absolutely love the Jarheads. When you absolutely positively need something destroyed overnight, call the USMC. They won't let you down. Yeah, love the Marines, man. And they're good. If you have to move a bunch of stuff, they're usually good at moving heavy stuff. So yeah, if you're moving, yeah, invite your Jarhead friends over, give them some pizza and beer, and they'll gladly move the couch, the fish tank, whatever it needs doing. Um, yeah, 0311 Devil Dog. Devil dogs, leathernecks, jarheads. Hell, my grandmother gave me that bit of advice. She's like, if you ever meet somebody that claims to be a Marine and they take offense to any of the nicknames for the Marine Corps, i.e., like we just said, leatherneck, jarhead, devil dog, and they find that offensive, then they're probably what you got there is a case of stolen valor. Like, those are all terms of endearment that we embrace. So, yeah, Marine Corps forklift, exactly. But hey, like let's quick reality check while we're on the Marine Corps here, because it is that time of year. Marines are big and badass and all that stuff. They're strong, and they got big muscles and tiny brains, but they have huge hearts, man. They really do. Marines have some of the biggest hearts out there, and I'm pretty sure they're still carrying on their Toys for Tots tradition. So if you happen to see one of those, yeah, the Marines are legit. But yeah, they, for all their toughness and their exterior bravado, yeah, Marines got big hearts, and they care about the kids, and they care about America. So yeah, shout out to the Uncle Sam's Misguided Children once again. Ooh, I love devil dogs, yummy. Yeah, just for kicks. Yeah, the devil dogs. Yeah. Twinkies, ring dings. What are the other ones? What are those little chocolate covered? I forget. Anybody ever have a chocolate covered Twinkie? It's called a Chocodile, if I remember right. Man, I was hooked on those things for a little while. Very bad for you. But yeah, how do we go down that road? Because this one time at Skydive Camp, no kidding. Um, yeah, just getting caught up on the comments, guys. So anybody got anything exciting today going on? Anybody doing any hiking, biking, camping, outdoorsy stuff? Hey, Christmas parties, 'tis the season, right? Wonderful bunch of guys. God bless the USMZ. Yeah, even yeah, they're known well the world over for best friends to have, worst enemies to have. Gotta love that. I had a chocolate covered Twinkie one time. College is wild. Oh wow, you went down the college road. All right, well, wow, that's a story for your OF channel, right? Um, yeah, some people are getting silly. Hey, 'tis the season, right? As long as everybody's laughing and smiling and having a good time, um, hey, that's what really matters the most, right? I'll see about taking down a tree today. Oh, you're gonna Adam, you're gonna do some arborist work then, some chopping down the tree there. Or are you talking about cutting down a Christmas tree? Um, yeah, story for the grandkids. Just so, yeah. I think everybody's got some stories for the grandkids. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure, man. 'Tis the season. You could have been like going out, doing like a Charlie Brown Christmas or something, cutting down your own Christmas tree and dragging it home. But yeah, the the arborist stuff as well. On a Sunday, man, that's, I hope you're getting time and a half. I saw a scary documentary about hikers in the Grand Canyon. I would never dare to go in there. I'd go in the Grand Canyon for sure. I definitely would. Um, yeah, there's not too many places I wouldn't go hiking. Um, well, yeah, the places that I don't like the places that are close to urban places because they tend to have some less than desirables there. And you got to be really careful with the homeless encampments now. Apparently, the at least in New Hampshire, the cartel was using them to move stuff from Canada down to Lowell, Massachusetts, like cutting right through New Hampshire, and they were using homeless encampments as like cover for them to, sneak their stuff through. Yeah, speaking of that, I believe I heard somewhere that enlistment numbers are up across. Yeah, enlistment numbers are up across all branches. Yeah, the woke stuff wasn't working out. It's not like really the military type. Me personally, if I don't care what their rank is, but if I'm in the army and there's a man in a dress telling me what to do, I'm not gonna do it. I'm probably not gonna be able to do anything because I'm just gonna be laughing. Like, come on, you got to be kidding me. Like, I don't have to play into your mental, delusional, whatever craziness. Yeah, none of that makes sense to me. And it didn't. I know a lot of people that got out of the military the worse it got. And I know people that were thinking about going into the military but didn't go in because of all of that woke trash going on. But yeah, that's just that stuff was insanity. I like the myth that there's an Egyptian relic in the Grand Canyon. Yeah, B&A, that's some good. I thought about, hey, what do you guys think? Well, there's a whole bunch of the regulars here. I was thinking about having like tinfoil hat Tuesday or something, where yeah, we can kind of discuss some of that stuff. We can definitely do it Sunday mornings. Um, but yeah, that's yeah, the Egyptian stuff that was found allegedly yeah, in the Grand Canyon, but then the Smithsonian came in and covered it up. I'd like to see somebody go in the Smithsonian and actually like, find out how much they're actually hiding. Um, Blue haired dude with boobs as a drill instructor. Yeah, how do you take that seriously? Yeah, blue haired dude with boobs as a drill instructor. Um, yeah, I want to go in the Grand Canyon because I heard there are caves with historical stuff. Yeah. Yeah, just for kicks. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about that. And there are sections of the Grand Canyon you can't go through. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. All that, like, who knows nowadays? They lie to us so much. Like, I don't know, man. Like, conspiracy theorists used to be like a bad thing. That was a term coined by the CIA to make people think you're crazy and you're nothing you were saying was valid. Um, but yeah, the conspiracy theorists have been knocking it out of the park since 2020. So it's kind of like a badge of honor. You're not crazy anymore. It's like, well, that person's well studied. Like they've done their homework. Um, it's me, legendary princess. Red Bull princesses. I lost my page, so I had to start. Oh no, Red Bull princess. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I got to be careful what I'm saying. YouTube's been dropping the hammer on, people with happy thoughts. So, but yeah, sorry to hear that. But welcome back. I hope everything's getting good for you. Palmer Conley, what up? Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Good morning, little brother. Where are you at now, man? You're traveling all over the place, man. Palmer Conley's got it going on in life. Well, hold on. You still cycling there, Palmer? Like, that's a good time. Yes, I did last Friday, so I've been trying to find everybody again. Yeah, conspiracy theorists are up to 38-0. Season looks good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's man, they sure have been winning, haven't they? And that's awesome, man. I think the problem is the powers that be have been like tooling us around for years. Like just here's what we have to say. Like they either put it on the radio or the newspaper, or just told people. But the power of the internet is totally changing the game. Like people are able to communicate, people can find out what's going on, people can do like lots of research, lots of study. They can go, you can usually find the source of stuff to find out whether it's bunk or, fact or fiction. But yeah, I must be ugly to aliens. I never get probed. Yeah, hey man, it's unfortunate. Maybe, yeah, I must be ugly. I'd never get probed by aliens. That's priceless. Um, when is the last time anyone saw our gold reserves? Yeah, yeah, weren't they? That was another Trumpster thing he was going to check out. They were verifying the gold there at Fort Knox, and we never got the end result. Yeah, they were going to audit it and tell us how much is actually there, and then um, Trump and Elon had a little cat fight or something, and things didn't work out between them, and yeah, we never got answers. So yeah, when is a lot? Yeah, got back from Florida a few days ago, home for my birthday and Christmas, and then probably leaving again. Nice, man. Hey, do it while you're young. Stay busy, Palmer. Like as long as you're having a good time enjoying life, dude. That sounds just absolutely awesome. Um, it's a lamp. It's a prestigious award. I actually like the X Files show when David Dutch. Yeah, I know of the X Files show. I've never seen it though. I know that's a lot of like conspiracy theory and aliens and crazy people and yeah, it seems like a good watch. Big block, yeah. Um, it's just lead ingot sprayed with gold Krylon. Yeah, probably, man. They do have some pretty legit looking paints nowadays. But yeah, man, that would not surprise me at all. Conspiracy theorist is a term to denigrate people that ask logical questions. Are we to believe that nobody has ever conspired? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's yeah, sad but true. Yeah, they don't want us to know anything. They really, I think that's the whole dumbing down of the education, and we can thank Obama for that. Yeah, that whole leave no child behind thing. It's like, well, that's just part of the world, man. Always has been, always will be. But dropping the standards so low that your average person is now a moron wasn't the right direction. Hey, there's always going to be a loser. Somebody's going to finish in last place. Some kid's not going to pay attention to school. He's going to have a GPA like point 0.2. It's just the way it's going to happen. But dropping the standard down so that point 0.2 is now the standard GPA, it wasn't the right plan. And then passing all these kids like into college, everybody gets a home loan. Yeah, I mean, not a home loan. Jeez, yeah, wouldn't that be fancy? But everybody gets a college loan, no matter how stupid you are. And then you're going to spend the rest of your life paying it because you can't file it for anything. You can't file it in bankruptcy or any of that. So yeah, hey, go fake being a college kid for a couple years, rack up 50 or 100 grand, and then go get your average job because you never got a degree. Or you did get a degree, but there's no lesbian underwater basket weaving jobs. So yeah, just make it make sense. Yeah, Obama really messed with the education system. That needs to be seriously revamped. Um, Cut Carry, welcome. Hello, hello. How are you? Um, did a book report on JFK when I was 15. Not sure how you're not supposed to become a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, yeah, or like look into other stuff that's conspiracy theory stuff, like Operation Northwoods or something. That was during the Cuban Missile Crisis where they wanted to like have a reason to go and invade Cuba and stuff. So the U.S. The suits, the government. Wow, I'm gonna get canceled for sure now. But the government actually had like a plan to like attack Miami and shoot down some commercial flights and blame it on Cuba and then go to war with Cuba. So yeah, Operation Northwoods, you can actually find information on it. There was a whistleblower and some of it was declassified and all that. But yeah, that's just one of them. The list goes on and on. Wasn't Bush NCLB? I remember that. Yeah, I think you're right there, Adam. Yeah. No, unfortunately, when I'm out of coconut sugar, I'm pushed to use brown sugar, but actually having it, it's not bad in my coffee. Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, if it works, Nick, that's the important part. They're on the same team anyway. Yeah. But yeah, that's all fun stuff to talk about as well. You never know what's going on. I think it goes way like yeah, we won't even get into 9/11 or people dancing afterwards. Oh, but it was just a bar mitzvah, whatever, dude. We're not buying that crap. Yeah. Once you start researching something, um, it starts to look a lot different than, if you just follow the mainstream media, then you're just like, oh, okay, whatever, nothing to see here, move along, folks. Um, yeah, Gulf of Tonkin was a false. Yeah. B&A, you're right about that one for sure. And whatever happened with the USS Liberty? There's another. Go down that road, and you'll question who our greatest ally really is. Um, yeah, I started reading a book about JFK era and some science experiments going on during that time. I need to start that book again. Yeah, Don Ray, if you start that book again, let us know. Yeah, that would be interesting to hear. Yeah, and anything going around with the JFK thing is it's highly questionable. Um, yeah, and more conspiracy stuff. I mean, we're still going through that kind of stuff. I think they did the same thing with Charlie Kirk. I think they just like bum rushed everybody with tons of information and yeah, and then there's so many people out there trying to. Oh, it bounced off a bulletproof vest, but he wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest. It came from the back right. No, it definitely came from the front left. It came from the camera in the corner. It came from this window over here. Yeah, they're just overloading everybody with information, and who knows? Who knows? And then you got to wonder: is Candace Owens, is she batshit crazy, or is she really onto something? Because they're playing that like both ways, and yeah, wow, I can't. I had to take a couple weeks off from that little investigation because yeah, that shit was getting crazy. Yeah, remember the system only works if we continue to use their system that they created for us. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all wage slaves, and yeah, there's a lot of people waking up to it. Like you'll never own your property in the United States because, even if you own it outright, you hold the deed in your hand. Go ahead and miss one of those tax payment plans, and there goes your property. They just had it happen. A 91-year-old woman in Massachusetts. They took the woman's property over $14,000 in back property taxes. Like what a bunch of crap is that? So like you can't even be old in your house after you own it. And yeah, you fall behind on your property taxes, and they just take the whole thing. It's not like they sold it for 300 grand and gave her the $286,000 balance. No, they took her whole house, auctioned it off for $14,000 in back taxes. It's bunk, yeah. Oh yeah, cannon, yeah, weapons of mass destruction, right? We didn't find any, did we? But hey, it's a great excuse to get us to do what we're told. Yeah, Candace is a real one. Yeah, you got to wonder if they're just trying to nail her with the oh, Dave James meow. It's the cat. We'll do the update on the cat. That cat is still a little bastard. And it got really bad because remember Mrs. Bushcraft was out of work for like 3 weeks, so the cat got used to her being around all day, and then she went back to work, and the cat has been a little bastard ever since. Just he'll come over to my door. I don't know why. We don't have a relationship at all. But I don't know what the cat wants, but it does meow and cry, meow, meow, and it just come on, like really, cat. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, just the comment is there. Yeah, they keep deleting my comment about where I'm saying that people in DC can use propaganda against the people. Yeah, just for kicks. That was another thing. Passed by Obama. Yeah, Obama. What a tool. I don't think anybody's done more damage in the United States than he did. I don't know. Because I think he was the puppet handler for Beijing Biden there. But yeah, you're not allowed to. You can't talk about that here. It's not okay. No, you can. I don't. Um, yeah, if something is shady, then just tell it to David Icke. Then nobody will believe it is true. Yeah, Manuel Seller. Yeah. That's insane that they changed the law, and that's not everyday outrage. Yeah, well, that's one of those things they slip it through. Like they do like one or two good things. That'll be the front pages, and then the back pages are all the fine print that they're screwing us over on. All of them do it. Like that's why I don't know why people get so hung up on left, right, and honestly, I understand it, man, because like the extreme left people, they're delusional idiots. They really are. Like you can't fix stupid. But it really it's more against like the top 0.1% against the rest of us. I mean that's really what it is, and they're playing their divide and conquer game all the time. It's never ending. It's and that's what they're doing. I think they're doing it like on every level you can possibly imagine, and it just leaves people completely like just confused and baffled, and then nobody really wants to deal with it. So then you kind of like it's back to circus and bread and circus, and trying to just keep yourself sane while all this is going on around you. Yeah, the country and state are bad enough. Yeah, when you snap out of these false reality and start thinking for yourself, they call you crazy. Some of my family done turned. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is, and that's what they want. And that's a divide and conquer thing. Like, yeah, they'll even gaslight the shit out of you right before Thanksgiving. Like, who's gonna have that political conversation? Who's gonna be right? Who's gonna be wrong? Who's gonna be left? Who's gonna be right? Like, what's next? But have a happy Thanksgiving. It's like, well, why can't you just say like drop all that shit and go have like turkey and stuff? Unless you're like Islamophobic like I am. And yeah, this Thanksgiving we had a couple of racks of pork ribs, and I made a big old pork shoulder and a pulled pork. And yeah, we had a great like it was something different for Thanksgiving. We had a good time with it. We really did. And yeah, we have bacon. I'm gonna start laying out some bacon for these lives. Coffee and bacon Sunday morning. Coffee and bacon. Like doesn't get much better than that. All right, Mick. Yeah, I gotta go. Have an awesome Christmas, Mick. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, yeah, Mick has a channel there, and you can check him out today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. And he has a live there. Great group of people, really friendly group. And he gets into kit and gear and everything, everything bushcraft and outdoorsy. Great group of people. His wife is there hanging out with him, and yeah, very welcoming, opening community there. So if you guys are doing, well, hey, just make it a point. 3 p.m. Check it out. Um, yeah, Mick, and if I don't get the chance to talk to you again, Merry Christmas to you and your wife and all of yours, and I'm sure I'll talk to you before then. But yeah, definitely have a Merry Christmas. Um, yeah, what else? Just making sure I didn't. Yeah, Dave, stop being. I'm not the one that's mean to the cat. The cat's the one that's mean to me. Mrs. Bushcraft will actually verify that. That cat has been antagonizing and provoking me since day one, and I've never done anything to it, including feeding it or any. That's all Mrs. Bushcraft job. Um, you're all welcome to join us. Santa might drop in. Much love for to your family, mate. Oh, thanks you, Mick. We definitely appreciate it. And yeah, Santa might stop by. So yeah, we should all go there and tell him, lay off the cookies, fatty. No, don't do that. You can't do that. Is fat shaming Santa a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not politically correct. I'm not trying to be, but just a little humor. Bacon needs to win the Nobel Prize of Food. Yeah, it does for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. And when it comes to that, there's no rules. Cook what you guys like eating the most. Yeah, absolutely, man. Um, I tried channeling once, and Art Bell talked to me from the other side. He said I'm right about all of it. All right, well, seeing how you put it that way, we believe you, 100%, man. Oh, the stuff you hear on the interwebs is priceless, absolutely priceless. So, yeah, stop believing in holidays. To me, it's just a waste of time. Still, today, still don't know why we pay for water. Hey, because they duped us into paying for everything. And you're right, man. There's a certain amount of capitalism in the holidays. It's become, like politicians aren't for the people. They're all about them like making themselves money and gaining power. They did the same thing with the holidays. It got away from family and friends to how much are you spending? What's the best gift? What's a quality gift? Kind of like it's all like a brain, like they're just messing with your brain, man. Yeah, they managed to put a holiday frequently enough so that every month you have to go out and buy something. And if there's not a holiday, they put a specific reason there, like, I'm not sure the holiday in August, but the spending trend in August is you got to buy all brand new clothes for your kids to go back to school. That'll cost you thousands, you know. So yeah, there's always that's true. We invited Bad Santa, so it might be a bit PG rated. That's cool. Yeah. Um. Oh. What? Oh. I don't even know what. Like, what do you put in Kahlua in milk? Yeah. There might be a little Kahlua in Santa's milk, and oh, what kind of cookies are those? That would be great. Imagine doing that to Santa. Give him some give him some Kahlua and milk. What's it called? A White Russian, right? And then yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, just give him some pot cookies, and I bet you're gonna get the best Christmas presents you've ever gotten. Like Santa's gonna be dropping the PS5 there, new dirt bike. Um, is that still PG-13? Have I gone too far? Um, yeah, all you have to do is just be near a cat. That's all. I feel like the last thing they need is to be provoked. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't provoke this cat at all, but he sure does. He antagonizes the crap out of me. Like, and then yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft comes in here for like 2 minutes. It doesn't even like 10 seconds later, the cat's at the door. Like, I'm allergic to cats. I think he knows it. Yes, Santa is a pimp. If you couldn't tell by his wardrobe, you should believe the legend that he goes around the world slinging the hose. Actually, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, yeah, originally Santa Claus is Saint Nick, the patron saint of prostitution. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube or not. Historically speaking, though, and if you find out the whole, it used to be gold or coal that went in the socks. There's a history behind it. I don't know if I'm allowed to repeat it too much on YouTube, but it's a pretty interesting history. Um, yeah, the corgi just got a piece of masking tape. Uh, Hold on, Cannon, you have a corgi? Dude, that's like less manly than a cat. That's one. It's a little ankle biter, right? It's a barking cat. It's like, yeah, yeah. Dogs are great, man. They're useful. They're fun. Not the. I'm talking real dogs, not those little ankle biters. Not the ones that get carried around in some like little man purse or something. Um, Satan claws, yeah. Because they're smart and can sense when somebody likes them. Corgi butts drive me nuts. Corgi butts drive me nuts. All right. Well, we learn something new about Pat every day. Pat, you're awfully quiet today, man. I'm sorry we haven't gotten trolled on that level. I'm not sure if you're getting bored, man. Like, yeah, normally by now you've dropped the hammer a dozen times. I must be doing something wrong. Parking cat, yeah. Yeah, I can't stand the way they walk, corgis. They're not even, they're like they're dysfunctional genetically. I don't know how to word it. There's nothing dogs about them. I don't know. Who came up with that? Like, I know that they're small dogs, like like a Shetland sheepdog. It's not a miniature collie. It's a Shetland sheepdog. But those miniature bred, like overbred, stupid, I don't know what's going on with those things. Those are the ones yeah, not a fan. Lots of locks sucking down bean water. Yeah, when it comes to Saints, you never want Nick on your meter. Oh, he didn't. Okay, show some backbone there, Cannon. Jeez, what kind of jarhead are you? Like, see, that was the big heart thing I was talking about. Like, yeah, they'll damn jarheads, man. You'll never figure them out. Like, I'll figure out women before I figure out jarheads. But what kind of lame ass excuse is that? I didn't choose the little ankle biter. He chose me. Therefore, you submitted to an ankle biter, Cannon. I don't know, man. Seriously though, at some point we do need to get a Belgian Malinois. Yeah, that would be. Oh, Red, I love your accent. Well, thank you very much. Um, I don't know, Nick. I'm not sure. I got to check the weather on those dogs. Um, yeah, because if I continue living up here in the Northeast, I'm not sure. Like, I think it's one of those short-haired dogs that wouldn't do well in the winter. And that's kind of why I would lean more like it's got to be like a double coat dog, you know, like it's got like a German Shepherd has. It has that longer repellent outer coat, but then it has the insulating undercoat that you vacuum up for like the first 2 months of spring, and it's never done. Um, yeah, yeah, Nick, I know what you're saying. Yeah. You think they call them jar heads because it's difficult for a lady to get them to open up? No, there's man, the Marines. Gotta love the Marines. They've got their own terms of endearment, their own linguity. They're their own special breed. Did anybody see that journalist, some woke ass journalist that was like, the Marine Corps just had their 250th birthday and we should disband them? Like what like disband the Marine Corps? No. Who the hell thinks like that? Like they're an extremely useful tool. Like they're an asset to the country. Um, Hell, just like the Marines have the kind of reputation where if they're rolling in, then the enemy's thinking about rolling out. But some woke ass journalist is like, let's disband the Marine Corps. Like, dude, you like be careful where you go. Like, you're gonna get the beat down for that one. Um, yeah, but he's so damn cute. Yeah, Cannon's reputation is going downhill fast here. Like he's crashing hard. Um, Simple-minded people had to. Yeah. Um, yeah, just getting caught up on the comments here. Yeah, nobody hates woke movement more than Bill Cosby. Oh, that's funny. Nobody hates woke movement more than Bill Cosby. What a chut on. That changes the whole Jello Pop game, doesn't it? Yeah, man. Who would have thought it? Like, I don't know what that turd nugget's doing now, but um, people with no imagination. Yeah. I think, yeah, man. I like people with a good imagination. They're a good time. Yeah, somebody absolutely priceless guys. So, hey, let's get on the topic of Christmas. We'll get back on Christmas. What does everybody got planned for Christmas? We're only days away now. Who didn't get any shopping done? Like who didn't get their sharp shopping done? There's always somebody. They're gonna run out Wednesday and be like, "Oh no, I got to get these three things." Include Mrs. Bushcraft is one of them. She'll go out. She'll be like, just need a couple more stocking stuffers, and she'll come back with 4 bags or something. You know how that goes. But um, yeah, the same people who hate Leos, but they cry bloody hell when they actually need them. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Nick. Yeah. Oh yeah. What is it? Defund the police and all that stuff, and but yet when you're like, hey, I'm gonna kick your ass, the first thing they do is dial 911. Like, oh no, he's accosted me. Like, he hurt my feelings. Arrest him. Whatever, I'm not done yet. I'm here being a procrastinator. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with a little procrastination, but make sure you procrastinate now. Don't put it off till later. Christmas morning here with the kids. Go eat at the in-laws after. Almost done shopping. How's the carpentry going, B&A? That dude, I got issues. B&A's like, I'm gonna make a cutting board. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that's great. I love those cutting boards. And he's into carpentry and all that, so it's great. Yeah. And then I'm like, hey, but we've talked about making a stropping paddle. I'm like, hey, why don't you think about making a matching stropping paddle to go with your cutting board? And then, you could strop your knife before you use your cutting board. And like a couple days later, I'm like, shit, why didn't I think of it? Like, B&A, you should make matching scales to match your stropping paddle and your cutting board. Yeah, that's, sorry about that, B&A. B&A's going to have like man, by the time he finishes this kit, it's going to be like a 9-piece kit. Yeah, are you a police officer? Can you arrest Santa Claus? He was on the live stream saying that he's a Prancer, turning him into Hamburg. Well, I don't know. Is it still Hamburg or is it like just ground venison? That's the part I'm questioning. Um, the good thing is I have a teenage boy, so his stocking gets less stuff because it's two stuck together. Oh wow, man! Don't repeat any of this stuff to your therapist. Man, yeah, just for kicks. That dude's funny. But yeah, don't put it right. Yeah, don't do once more in English, dumbass. Yeah, don't tell your therapist this. They'll give you a self-hugging jacket, man. What the hell is wrong with me this morning? I'm too busy laughing. I'm a damn chucklehead this morning. Been up since 1 a.m. drinking the bean water. Yeah, got to hang out with Miss Bushcraft. Live's going great. Yeah, nothing wrong with some Christmas jokes. I'm gonna have to hit some of the extra Christmas specials like the Bad Santa 2, a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. That's kind of funny as well. Dude's getting all whacked out. Um, he hates Prancer. There's nothing wrong with that, man. They're replaceable. Like venison is good for you. We should make venison jerky. Um, Slow, gotta get my ass in the cold shop. Yeah, don't rush it, Pat. Yeah, man, no, you don't need to be out there freezing your ass off all the time. Like, we're getting too old for that shit, dude. Yeah, man, just go out there when you're up for it, and to hell with everything else. That's where I'm at. I mean, like, I don't know. Um, I hate shopping, bro. Crowded places, hustle and bustle. Not interested in places with too many people in it. Yeah, hey Red, I'm the same way, man. That's why I've never been to a concert. I don't go to a lot of stuff. Even if it's a family thing, if it's gonna be 100% family, people I know, I'm cool with it. When they start inviting like all their friends, and some of them might be a little bit degenerate or whatever. I guess that would be the polite way of saying they're scumbags or something. Then I'm like, I'm not interested because before you know it, like somebody's like having an issue, and this literally happened to me. I wasn't a fan of Biden. I'm like, I wouldn't vote for that idiot. And the dude wanted to pull a sidearm on me. I'm like, what? Like over politics, you're gonna shoot me over politics? You what an asshat. And I've been a lot more cautious ever since. So yeah, man, I'm not a huge fan of crowds. I don't like to go to stores when they're crowded. Like I like a 24-hour store. I can go there at like 11 o'clock at night and not deal with people because some people are just. It is what it is. It's called Jingle Balls. Yeah, Jingle All the Way actually wasn't terrible. Dawn is my favorite reindeer. She smokes Pall Malls and complains her C-section scar hurts when it's cold. Um, but Prancer was a magic reindeer. You're not supposed to eat magic ones. You can't eat the mummy or yeah. Santa, I don't think Santa broke any laws. He probably did, man, like breaking and entering a few thousand times or something. Not everybody's cool with that, but it is what it is. People that can't control their emotions are the ones to stay away from. Yeah, man, and it's so common in society now. Yeah, man, like there's so many people have no like emotional control whatsoever. Like I ordered a medium fry and you gave me a large. Like there's something wrong with you. Like people are flipping out. Like people crashing out in restaurants and all that. Yeah, man, low impulse control. But hey, that's what happens when you have like an undisciplined society and kids are told they can't do anything wrong and everything they do is right and they're smart even though they're stupid. And yeah, it's just doesn't make it make sense. Why we hating on my neighbor, bro? I'm at the North Pole, Alaska. Well, there's the North Pole, Alaska. Dude, you might want to check your geography, bro. The North, you're at the North Pole, Alaska. You don't say, huh? Oh, magical things are happening. Yeah, fatherless behavior. Exactly. B&A hit the nail right on the head with that one. Makes sense. He's a carpenter. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. The fatherless behavior, the unemployed behavior. Like I got nothing to do all day, so I'm just gonna be a scumbag. And yeah, lie and cheat and steal and yeah, make it make sense. It never makes any sense. Bro, I have been prepping for 35 years. I'm waiting on shit hits the fan. Exactly, yeah. Hey, I don't blame you. It's probably right around the corner, man. Everything is falling apart. It's kind of like it is what it is, but we're still gonna party for Christmas. So yeah, I don't want him coming over to my house anymore. I'm going to set some traps and catch him. Um, yeah, not 100% the fatherless behaviors. My kids didn't have a father. Yeah, no, it's well, that's the whole thing, Don. It's never 100%. It's like 97%. There are some kids out there that and it's not a new thing. It's been going on for like generations and generations. There's a reason why they have a specific name for a fatherless child, is because typically there's been behaviors that follow it. But yeah, same thing. Unemployed behavior. No, not 100% of unemployed people are, tweaking out and stuff. But it's a higher percentage of them that we have coined the term unemployed behavior, or fatherless behavior. Yeah, about out to the single mothers raising strong kids. They do exist. Yeah. Well, you've got over 275. No, well, that's quite the collection, my man. I've got like 13 or 14. Um, but yeah, hey man, rock on with your bad selves. You can dude, I would get it up to like 365 and just I got one for each day of the year. And then but that's crazy, man, because then if you live like if you had the collection going for 50 years, then 365 knives would only get you carried like 50 times. The math on it just doesn't add up. But oh, Viking on YouTube, thanks, man. We appreciate it. Yeah. Oh man, I love these knives too, dude. They're very special to me. Thanks for enjoying them with me. Um, Santa also said the F word and the S word on live stream. Yeah, I'm sure Santa did a lot of stuff. A combination of that mindset, though. Yes, fatherless homes and the moms don't prioritize the kids, and the participation. Yeah, the participation trophies. Yeah, that's some next level special. That did a lot of people in. Um, yeah, it's okay, BNA. I read. Uh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nick. Stereotypes are earned, not given. And it is. It just if you're on the negative receiving side of it, then people like they obviously don't like it. But um, yeah, my father smoked crack and rolled his own cigs. My mom was more women. They were destined to be at odds. He always went rocks paper. My mom scissors just for kicks. um, yeah, I mean when you are happy and calm inside, then every night gonna be yeah, that's true, man. Yeah. Yeah, fathers sacrifice their happiness for the family, and mothers sacrifice the family for their happiness. Yeah, Ryan, you're spot on with that one, dude. Yeah, there's so much of that going on. Yeah, like fathers sacrifice everything for their families, but yeah, women will sacrifice their families for their happiness, and you see a ton of that. Man, I'll tell you, if they got rid of if they got rid of the no fault divorces and stuff like that, and or like if she wants to leave him, that's fine, but he shouldn't be stuck paying her alimony for 30 years. I guarantee you it would change the game. But like they set up the contract in the favor of one side, so it doesn't make sense. It's just absolute trash the way the system works. And there's people that, like always, hey, ask the Somalians, they're going to capitalize on the system, and they've been doing it for years here. So yeah, always offended, never ashamed. Yeah, that's a common thing in society now. Oh, we hating on that Santa. He is a meth head. Even though I have that many, doesn't mean I trained with them all. If I go in the field and train, I only have two knives. No, no, that's cool. Hey, man, Doc Safe Tube. Hey, man, that's cool. Like, rock on with your, man, hey, man, it's your life, your rules. You know what I mean? Like, man, if you want to rock 500 knives, like, do it, man. There's people in here that have lots and lots of knives. I'm not one of them. I do. I mean, by my standards, I have, I've got a boat. Like, I'm filthy knife rich by my standards. I usually only have like three or four, so to have like 14 is just insane. But that's just me. That's how I roll. That's what I do. Not every game is for everybody, but yeah, yeah, that is some serious truth. Yeah, we try to keep it real here, man. The algorithm may not like the truth, but we like dropping truth bombs here. And some things, they're not gentle on the ears, but they kind of have to be said nowadays. And I think the more people saying it, the quicker we are to getting on the right path, to get life back on the right track. I know, yeah, we're never gonna go back to like how great things. Maybe it can be a different kind of greatness. I don't know. But this modern society crap of like just this like over nurturing, the excessive coddling and all that. It's just like no wonder why you got it. Like there's like real men are far and few between, and the younger they get, the further apart it is. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, look at the difference. Look at what an 18-year-old was doing in the 1940s versus look what they're doing in 2025. You had kids back then like lying about their age to go fight evil. They wanted to join the military and fight evil at like 16, 17 years old. I mean, there's countless cases of it. And now they're 24 years old and they're throwing temper tantrums because you didn't acknowledge their purple hair. So it's just weird, man. Beyond freaking weird. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to go now before mom catches me with her phone. Think about arresting him. Okay, yeah. Shit. And maybe ask your mom for a hug. Dude's got some serious issues going on there. But yeah, Saint Nick is the best. But delusion is never the best medicine. Yeah, and that stuff going on with the you misgendered me and stuff. No, I didn't. You misgendered yourself. You're the one trying to fool yourself, and you think I'm like the rest of us have to carry around with your delusional crap. Like that stuff, man. Those people throwing their temper tantrums out there. Like I don't know. Like it's fun to talk about, but then you kind of have a guilty conscience. Like I shouldn't be talking about the mentally ill. Not in that sense, because that's what it is. It's just straight up mental illness. Um, yeah, Thomas Scar, I was fighting in Iraq at 18. Well, thanks for your service, brother. Kids climbing trees back in the old days. Oh, I was like a tree climbing champ, man. Yeah, climbing trees, riding bikes, jumping off bridges, man. I guess not a lot of my life has changed. It just like the toys got better. But yeah, man, like the outdoor stuff and everything. Yeah, Bando Pix, welcome to the chat, man. Yeah, he's another one of our veterans. Yeah, started fighting at 21, and yeah, he's done quite a bit. Um, but yeah, Bando, what's happening, dude? Bandu, or yeah. Um, yeah, just getting caught up on the comments real quick. Yeah, they say laughter is the best medicine, but you can't tell that to somebody with irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah, no kidding, man. Just direct them to the nearest crapper. That's the way to roll with that. What could possibly go wrong, right, guys? Um, yeah, I'm just checking out your live, and I got up early this morning, so I figured that. Yeah, man, I've been up since 1, but yeah, just as pissed off the algorithm, I have to approve 3/4 of his post. Oh, that's funny, man. Yeah, the algorithm. Um, yeah, they don't like they don't. There's a lot of censorship going on. The free speech thing is not so free. But yeah, hey, Groundhog, thanks for hitting that up, my man. Double tap that. Yeah. Do the like, share, subscribe, and pass it along or something. I don't know. Isn't that what they say? Or do the clickety click thing on the ringy dingy thingy so you can get the notifications or something. Right? Yeah. Um, 3 tours Iraq, 1 to Afghanistan as a Marine, and 7 PMC deployments Afghanistan, and 1 rotation Korea as a soldier. Oh wow, yeah, dude's been around. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, hey, thanks for your service, brother. Yeah, man, I was in South Korea as well, 94, 95, up at Camp Hovey. Um, but yeah, it was kind of a good time. Groundfog, how you doing? It is good to see you, my man. Hey, yeah, Groundfog, if you want, we'll do a quick plug for your Discord there because Groundfog's a cool dude. Let's help him out. Yeah, if anybody hasn't heard, Groundfog has a great little Discord channel. All sorts of topics on the outdoors. Yeah, Groundfog, if you want to drop your link, brother, go right ahead and check it out. Yeah, if you're just up late doing whatever, have some questions, plenty of people to discuss it with. Yeah, good time, good time. So, Scar Semper Fi, Devil Me 36, and fourth MB. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna speak to Jarhead Lingity now. Go for it, guys. We love it. Yeah, we're yeah. Yeah, Thomas Scar. It was nice meeting you too, man. We'll definitely be around. Yeah, and good times are had by all. Yeah, gotta live hard to be hard, man. Yeah, I'm 110% behind that. Go big or go home. If you can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Anything easy isn't worth doing. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. I don't care for a lot, but what I do care for, I care for a lot. Yeah, man, 110%. Yeah, go big or go home. I'm, uh, I'm right there, man. That's what I got to figure out where to go next, though. Yeah, hey, yeah, man. I was active duty army as well, but my real claim to fame is I was a professional skydiver, master parachute rigger, and worked in the skydiving industry. I jumped for 27 years, from 93 to 2020. I've done a lot of military projects as well, a lot of different things with the military. As far as parachuting goes, doing Halo and HAHO instruction for different Tier 1 operators, advanced canopy piloting skills. Yeah, man. Hey, parachutes is where it was at for me, and jumping out of airplanes was my 7 day a week job. So, but yeah, I would. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey, Groundfog just dropped that link for anybody that wants to check out his Discord channel, guys. Definitely check it out. Um, my punchline: stay the fight. Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm in with it. In fact, in my professional opinion, I served I served the United States more as a civilian than I did in the military. I think that my contribution towards different Tier 1 operators, my involvement in parachuting activities and parachute design, performance, and all that, it was a positive contribution. I mean, I loved everything that I did in skydiving. I did work a lot with civilians, taking civilians on tandems and stuff like that, doing the AFF course. But by far the most rewarding work I ever did was when it came to being involved with different military groups and knowing that, like my 7 day a week job, like I just consolidated a lot of information and then we could train them, because, hell, I know Green Berets that, 20 plus years active duty and they only have like 88 jumps, man. That's like a weekend. So we can, I think we had a lot to do with it. And we could see it. We definitely, when we would do a course with some military personnel, their performance at the beginning versus, working with us for like 10 days. Yeah, the performance was great. So we substantially increased the survivability of different military units and under airborne operations, jumping, operations. So, yeah, my jokes were like alcoholic fathers, not are all going to hit. That's funny, man. Bushcraft is loco. He jumped out of perfect. Hey, man, it doesn't matter how good the airplane is. You don't know about the pilot. The pilot could be like an alcoholic. His dog passed away. His wife just left him, and he's thinking about nosing it down. Um, so yeah, man. Hey, having your own ability to get out of an aircraft, and I know I can land better than they can. And it's usually the truth. A lot of jump pilots are low flight hours. They usually have a minimum of like 500 hours, but not much more. There's not too many serious pilots out there in the jump world. There's a few that worked for many years, but a lot of them it's a stepping stone. They get out of aviation school or pilot school, whatever you want to call it, commercial pilot training, and they don't have enough hours to go work for any of the commercial airlines. They have to build their hours, and you do that either flying jumpers or doing cargo or something like that before you can get those real good jobs. So yeah, just because it may be a perfectly good airplane, but hey, maybe the pilot and the airplane are good, but the maintenance guy is a drunk. So now the airplane, there's all kinds of reasons to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. I could probably make a T-shirt about it. I'm just landing a haystack. BTV Marines TC. So hey, yeah, how about the bonus the military just got, right? Kudos to that. Like 2.4 something billion to give every active duty personnel, I believe it's active duty, like 1.43 million active duty people, like $1,776 each. Merry Christmas, totaling $2.4 billion. The only thing I have to say about that is imagine if we didn't give $38 billion a year to some little country that is pretty much a welfare country, and we divided that into it, we could have given our guys like $20,000, $25,000 a piece. Just with what we give to, this other little country over there. Nice, nice. My jokes are like hot chicks, hard to get when you do. Not as good as I thought they would be. That's priceless, Ground Fog. Absolutely. All right, got to bounce. All right, just for kicks, man. Hey, thanks for the laughs. Thanks for hanging around, dude. I hope to see you again. But if we don't see you anytime soon, have a very Merry Christmas, man, and enjoy your holidays. And, man, I'm sure everybody around you is going to have a laugh. So, man, make sure you enjoy yours as well. Oh, damn, Chaos. Chaos. He's not even here, man. The dude's on sick call. And I'm, like, shouting him out. Sorry, Chaos. Cannon, you ass. What is that? Your IQ went from 99 down to 7? Is that what that is? That's what, yeah, 99 down to 7. You don't have to put the 0, though, man. You can just put 7. Hell yeah, I got mine, bro. Yeah, take care just for kicks. Told my son Trump paid for his Christmas. Hey, man, I think they should be doing stuff like that more often. I really do. What is it? There's oh, you guys might want to check my math on this. I might be a little bit off, so don't, fact checkers beware. But there's like 193 sanctioned countries in the world, like recognized countries, 193 currently. Out of them, the United States provides financial support on multiple levels to 177 of them. We support like 93% of the countries out there. That's got to go down to like 0. Like, really, I think we could solve all our financial problems if we'd stop like jacking up the rest of the third world. And no, I didn't mispronounce that. It's not third world, it's third world. We're supporting like 97% of like, 170 something countries out of 193. Jesus, no wonder why we're $38 billion in debt. I wonder how much of that's getting laundered. Minneapolis, they're up to like, or Minnesota, the state of Minnesota there. What's his name? What everybody calls him, Tim the Tampon Waltz or whatever. They're like $18 billion in ripped off money now once you start adding all of it together. It's quite insane. Yeah, Thomas Scar, it was at 9 billion, but that's they're saying it's like up to like 18 billion now. Imagine if we took care of our own only. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people have been talking about. That's why, man, there's a lot of people that don't like me because I like pooping on Chinese stuff. Like, why are we supporting China so much? Why don't we support more American makers? I'm really trying my best to do that. But I think, like a lot of us need to start doing that. Like, the years out. Oh, okay. Oh, right, Cannon. That was the years. Okay, so 1999 to 2007, the years you were on active duty. I got you, brother. Was it maybe you were having a moment, like maybe caring is sharing, and you were just sharing some information, brother. We got you covered. But yeah, we're just having a little bit of fun today. Support handmade, just saying, yeah, Northern Girl Hobbies. I'm 100. Yes, support handmade, support locally made. I guess machines are going to be in the process. Yeah. So I mean, not just handmade, but yeah, like just U.S. companies in general, people making stuff. Yeah, support Americans. They need the money a hell of a lot more than some of these other countries do. Hell, we're financing most of them. I mean, like what percentage of Somalia's GDP is from the United States now? Isn't it something like half? And it's all stolen taxpayers' money because diversity is our strength, and they're really proving it. Yes, ass clown. Yeah, nothing wrong with a little ass clownery every once in a while. It keeps everybody going. Man, this definitely improved my morning for sure. Yeah, this live has been great. Oddly enough, maybe the trolls took Christmas off. I didn't really. There wasn't too much trolling going on, but yeah, I pay the tariff to ship to the states. Ouch, but yeah. Oh yeah, you're up in Canada, right? That whole thing's a mess. Like, man, I'm not happy about it. I love Arkel. Arkel is a Canadian company. They make bike touring bags and stuff, panniers and everything like that. But with the tariffs and everything, it's gotten crazy. Yeah, shipping stuff to Canada, that's not happening again. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be all that bad until I got to the post office, and I'm like, you're joking, right? Like, did you weigh that? Weigh that again? Um, oh, Thomas, you're going to Ranger School in April? Nice, nice. I was active Marines 04 to 14. Came in the Army 2021. Have about 5 years till retirement. 40 years old now, bro. Nice, nice. Awesome. Yeah, that's quite the resume you got going there, Thomas. And hey, man, best of luck to you at Ranger School for sure. But yeah, man, that is absolutely awesome, dude. Um, yeah, how did you deal with all the wokeness? I'm just curious, man. I don't know how bad it really is, but yeah, 35% I have to pay to ship to the States from Canada. Yeah. It is. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, they gotta fix that back. But I don't know. It went back and forth both ways, and I don't know enough about it to really to get into it. I don't like getting into that because there's been a couple people who just get really upset because it is what it is. I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the history. I just talked about it, and some people got really upset about it. So yeah, I try not to get into it too much. Yeah, it's not that bad in the infantry, the wokeness. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that's way too much work for the woke. Like, yeah, they're more going after the office jobs and stuff. Like, they don't actually want to work. Yeah, infantry is a totally different animal. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's no what yeah, pogues. Yeah, yeah, we used to call them REMFs back in the day. REMFs, the rear echelon mother lovers. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess they changed that because it had hurdy word in it. So whatever. Oh wow, our leader is a real piece of work, I shall say. Oh yeah, yeah, and it went from bad to worse, didn't it? From Trudeau to whoever this new bootlicker is. Um, yeah, things so ridiculously intertwined and obtuse. I have a story about PMC, CIA, and Somali pirate interdiction for you sometime. Ass backward stuff. Yeah, ground fog. I'll definitely look forward to that conversation. Yeah, there's yeah, who would have thought, importing a few 100,000, people that they're predominantly make a living off being pirates, like inviting them into the country was a solid plan. Like that person should be fired and definitely, surprised the position Canada has taken since the trucker protest. Yeah, yeah, the trucker protest. That just goes to prove, how much the government wants to control everybody. Definitely not a fan of that stuff. Um, Yeah, Ranger is going to be tough. I think I got it, bro. I will be the legacy character. Man, I have seen some stuff where people in their 40s definitely go through. I think the benefit that you have is experience, like your ability to think over, somebody who's 18 to 20. Yeah, like the way we think in our 40s is grossly different than the way we thought in our 20s. So I think that's a gross advantage. And where a lot of it is, uh, like your peers are going to judge you the most. So I think having your age and your experience, I think your peers are going to look up to you, man. So I think that's going to be a massive benefit to you in Ranger School for sure. My girl and children have dual citizenship as they are natives, staying in the side of the border. I do too, but I will still be renewing my passport. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They've got a mess going on, and I think everybody, man, and that's a problem. We don't have politicians anymore. We just got people power tripping. They're like I said, they're either out for the money, which is clear in a lot of cases, and if they've got the money, then they're after the power. They could care less about the people. So until we figure out a way to fix that, I think we're just going to be constantly watching this nonstop. It's just a shit show in a blender. Um, Scarl mindset, brother. Get some. Um, but yeah, how we doing? Yeah, guys. Hey, we're definitely well over the 2 hour mark, so we're gonna wrap this one up here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Definitely appreciate all you being here. I'm probably gonna throw up another live before Christmas for sure. Mrs. Bushcraft has got a. She actually has to work Christmas Eve, so I might definitely do something while she's at work Christmas Eve, just to because hey, not everybody has somebody for Christmas, so at least we can try to be there. So some good conversation or something for certain people. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been an awesome morning. Um, yeah, definitely a great morning. Awesome live all the way around, and yeah, I can't tell you all how much I appreciate you all being a part of this. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter how much you YouTube if there's no people behind it, then it's just not happening. So yeah, it's just that time of year. So, hey, thanks again. I appreciate everybody. I really do. I don't think I could say that enough. And we'll see you very soon. If I don't talk to you between now and then, yeah, have yourself a very Merry Christmas and a side of bacon with that. And we will see everybody soon. Take care. Be well, guys. Stay awesome.